Right, so let's see if I can find myself, because we need to do that so I can see some comments. Otherwise, we're just going to have to play the standing up game again. Oh wow, hi Bev, you were on it. I can't even find myself yet. Hope you're well. Oh, this isn't going to work today, is it? It's not liking me very much. Grr. So I've got a new work computer at the minute because mine died. So I bought that up, thinking I was being clever. Now I can't work it very well. So we might be playing the standing up game. Just so, oh, there we go. I might have found it. Yes, I know I'm interacting as that, but is that me or not? Where's the video gone? Oh, dearie diddly me. Something always has to go awry, doesn't it? It can never go smoothly. Tell you what, let's change the account and then we'll find it. Sorry, Bev. Oh. So anyway, no, wrong account, Colette. Come on now. It's because I'm trying to multitask. It doesn't work very well. Oh, it was apocalyptic out there yesterday, Bev. It looked all right when I started to walk home. I thought, oh, be all right. There was the odd rumble of thunder. But other than that, I was like, oh, I'll be fine. And then downpour. So Bev's referring to yesterday, I shared a picture on my personal page of me looking very soggy. And I'd put so much frizzies in my hair in the morning. I've just felt myself, hurrah, that my eyes were burning, absolutely burning like a wally. So lesson learned, and then I didn't use any this morning, as you can tell. But yes, all nice and dry now. I got in and Mark was like, shower. Go and have a shower. Go and get sorted. Go and dry out. And he'd fed the kids, so I didn't even have to do that, which was a little bit of a result. So I suppose best do some housekeeping, really. I am Colette Thornton, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK. And this is, well, I'm hoping to put this one onto YouTube if I work out how, she says. Unfortunately, what I want to make tonight is all up here, which probably isn't going to bode very well. But in my head, it's going to work. So I think everybody's kind of seen Ruth Trice and her One Sheet Wonders and all those kind of things. And I did one once and I really didn't like it. Kind of thought I was making wallpaper. But I think the Pretty Perennials set screams wanting to be a One Sheet Wonder, and I wanted to take it back to simple stamping and, do you know what, a bit of card and some ink and a stamp set. I'm not going to lie, I might use some different sentiments, because if I have to cut happy again, I might cry. And I intend on trying to make more than one card. So I don't want to be eating into everybody's evening with me cutting happy out. I don't quite know what I've managed to do here, but I've paused myself, so I'm hoping I'm not frozen for everybody else. Evening, Mother. I'm assuming that means that I'm not frozen for everybody else. Just me. So yes, in fact, Mother, you might be happy because I think it was you that wanted me to play with this a while back, and the butterflies won. So I'm going to play with Pretty Perennials. And I've just got, I'm not doing a One Sheet Wonder as a 12 by 12. Because my little space up here probably won't accommodate it. Oh, thanks, Bev. Probably won't accommodate it very well. But also because I want to show you how to put it into cards afterwards. and we'd be here an awfully long time because indecisive Annie generally kicks in at that point. But I have even cut some bases. I've tried to be organised, and I've been to London today and done lots. So I'm hoping today's my day where we're going to get it and it's going to work all right. So I'll flip it round because I've got kind of an old and a new when it comes to ink colours and things like that. So this is the bit where it never goes right, is the turning it round. So we shall try. One day we'll get it so that I do it smoothly. Don't hold your breath for any time. Oh, see, I've already gone the wrong way. I've got, what have I got there? Oh dear, I pressed the, oh, what do the kids use all the time? The filters rather than the camera. That's my fat fingers kicking in for me. So hopefully, come on now. This stand was a good idea at the time of buying it, she says. Right, so that's the dimensionals. We are not going to need those for a little while. So this is the Pretty Perennials, but I have already worked some of the images on blocks. I'm planning to use this one, that for the middle bit, these two. I think I've gone for this leaf. Oh no, I think I've gone that middle bit. Oh hey, we'll see. I'm here. Got it. Got what, Mum? Have you bought this stamp set? If so, I want to know from who, because it wasn't from me. So, colour choices. I've gone for, so Pale Papaya is one of the new in colours. Balmy Blue, Blushing Bride, Soft Succulent, which is another one of the new in colours. Highland Heather and Fresh Freesia, which is another one of the new in colours. Evening, Sue. So I'm hoping to kind of mishmash them together, she says, in a hope that it will look all right. I'm going to pop, we know what this desk is like, so I've bored my Stamp and Pierce mat up, just so that we get some clear images when it comes to, oh, I might need a new pad of grid paper up here, ladies. I need another one of these so that I can do a whole sheet of A4 and not have to keep moving it. That'd be ideal. So my go-to is always to start with my biggest image. And anybody that knows me well, these are well loved already. We can get them until June. Purples, pinks and purples are my go-to. So I'm going to start with the Fresh Freesia. I open mine like this because then I haven't got to do that big fight. And I've stood myself up because I thought at least then I'd keep myself on the screen, but I think I'm going to sit down so I can see my paper a bit better and not fight through the camera. So just a case of randomly, and I say random again, oh, here we go again. Right, round one. I'm going to stand up because then I can put some pressure on it. There we go. I think actually I didn't ink it properly, to be fair. I'm hoping that's going to be the case. Oh, hi Hilary. Thanks for coming to find me. We are playing with the Pretty Perennials. So one of your loves. And I've kind of mixing the in colours with some old colours in a hope. So don't forget to go off of the page with these as well, so it looks like a continuous pattern. And as much as I try to go random, it never blinking looks that way. And because I've only got, there's my mat, I want to make sure I'm staying on my mat because it doesn't work very well up here. Where else can we get one? I have to learn when to step away with these because I just add and add and add and make a mess. So I'm going to cover this over for a second. And I'm gonna use the Highland Heather for the inner bits. So it's this cute little, just to make the middles pop. Oh, that works quite nice. I like that. How have we been, ladies? Are we all okay? Oh, I've gone off my mat. That'll do. We can rescue that. Mark's got his vaccine tomorrow. So I'm wondering how long it'll be before we get a dose of man flu. It's bound to occur. Oh dear, that was very nearly a mucky mess with that. Oh, now where do I want to go next? Kind of. I want to tuck some leaves in with them before I forget. Hi, Auntie Barb. How the devil are you? It's been such a long time since I've spoken to you. Probably about an hour. Oh, look. There we go. So I'm just going to tuck these in here. But if you can see, I've got half the ink on here. Hi, Leslie. Thanks for joining us. So I'm already going to have the stamp and scrub out because I don't want, we all know what I'm like for making a mess. I'm going to end up with a green splodge. And nothing is beating me this evening. Not the hell of hot water. So let's try again, shall we? So I don't know if you caught what I did on the first one, but I stamped off. So as much as these are lovely colours, I just want a subtle leaf. And if you turn them, so stamp off. And I try not to get my leaves in the same place all the time. Just so it adds a little bit of something to it. Okay. And then we'll, oh, turn it round, clip. I just like making a mess. And as soon as the stamps come out, I'm going to always make a mess. It's probably where Freya gets it from, to be fair. So, who has got what coming from the new annual catalogue? I was a really good girl. I think it was probably I was a good girl just because I couldn't actually make a decision, really, of what I wanted. So, I've got Freya's chosen a set. And Hilary, you'll be really pleased because it wasn't the turtles. I thought it would be, but it wasn't. She didn't pick the turtles. And if any, I don't actually think she picked a silly set this time round. We've got, oh, I can't remember what it's called. Does it Count on Me? It's quite cute little animals come in that Freya's picked. Oh, I don't know what I've done with my stamp there. Good call. Oh, bless. I like the turtles and I am going to have to buy them. I just hope that you forgive me. So there we go. I've left these ones darker because I'm going to go and put the tops on these at some point. I've just stuck my fingers in the pad. Never very good with an ink pad and shaky hands. Just like to get it everywhere. But if I'm not inky, I haven't done it properly really in my book. Just going to go off there. Note to self, buy another Stamp and Pierce mat. So I did order though a take your pick after last week's debacle of shaky hands trying to get my pretties off of my... So for anybody that doesn't know, take your pick is a tool that just helps you quite literally pick things up that Stampin' Up does. And I think it's going to be a godsend for my silly arthritic fingers. I'm already being indecisive. Apologies, people. I don't do decisions very well. So the sheer fact that I decide what to make on a weekly basis is a miracle in itself. One week I might actually have an example to show you all rather than just winging it. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Now, do I go blue? No, let's go Blush and Bright. Flowers are pinkies. So, I'm going to stand up for this one because I want to line them up properly. So these sit, and the beauty of our acrylic blocks, I've already got the shakes, here we go, is that we can see through them. And it doesn't matter if they're not lined up 100%. We just call it artistic license. And it's just as well. Stamparatus is next on my list for my shaker fingers. So, Mark, if you're watching, birthday bunny, please have a Stamparatus. Just to help me on my little way. Well, let's face it, I'm not little. I think I've ever been little, even in my skinny days before the children. I think they always called me Foghorn Leghorn. Oh, that one's not great. We will get there. So, these bits, this always makes me, and this is probably why I don't do many. I think I've only ever done one sheet wonder. And it's because I just think it looks like wallpaper that my nana used to have, no matter how I do it. So, oh no, missed one. Let's get that. We're on the map. Of course you're not. But I've decided to throw caution to the wind and do it anyway. Seems none of this is in my comfort zone in the first place, so why make it easy? Oh, I want to switch. Don't want that. Sorry, I'm just going to clean this stamp so that I can have the block. So we've got varying size blocks, but what will make it easier is if I use this, I'll be tempted to rock. I know exactly what I'm like, and then we'll end up with other splodges along the way. So, because you should just be able to tap it and then it doesn't go on the rest of the stamp at all. But it's just a case of remembering to change directions with it as well, so it doesn't look preempted ultimately, which I promise you none of it is. I just haven't got a clue what I'm doing this evening. And I was sat on the train home and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. And when I'd spoken to when I'd spoken to Stacey in the week, I was like, it's all in my head what I want to do. And then I realised that I'd run out of silver embossing paper. Oh, I got away with that. But I'd considered doing something similar, so here we are. It's going to need the gaps filling in. Have I got Forever Fern up here? There's a splodgy stamp in there. Oh, I do indeed. That one. So our lovely Stacey loves a speckle. Didn't actually bring any blends up rather. So we'll have a speckle, but in a very different way. We'll have a planned speckle. think this is the last one I've got to use. Oh, thank you, Hilary. Looking very pretty. It's very kind of you. Because I'm still not 100% sold on it, so we'll have to see if we can... Is that on there? Yeah. And then this will just, as much as we don't need to take away all of the white space, it'll just fill some of the gaps and not look so bare. Oh, that was close, couldn't it? I feel like I'm in the post office. Right. Let's see, let's have another one there. A bit there over here. Right, learn to step away. That's what I always end up saying to myself. So, I had a cunning plan in my head. I don't actually know if I'll get all of the cards I want to do out of the one sheet, because I sat on the train. I didn't have anything to measure with, but I was drawing out on my sheet of notepaper. Like the little sad sack that I am. So we're just about to see if I can make it happen. My plan being, I've got, so, and all the card is what we've used ink-wise, other than Balmy Blue, because I didn't have any Balmy Blue card left. I didn't realise. I've got a very big stash of Pool Party, but no Balmy Blue. I've fallen in love with, why are you not flat? Because you're on the iPad stand. Donut. So, I love a slimline card at the minute. So this is 20 by 20 centimetres, scored at the 10. So I'm planning on doing one of those. And then I've bought up a couple of normal C6 cards. I even bought some 3x3s because I thought if I've got little bits left. One sheet wonders, let's say, I know they do. And that's the only reason I'm doing it, because I'm hoping I can make it look pretty. She says, we shall see. I've only ever done one. So it probably isn't wise to have done it on a live, but I never make my life easy. So the first one I'll cut is if we do the slimline. So the beauty of the Stampin' Up. Oh, am I going to get this in my stand? Ooh, just. Is that it's got the extendable arm to take it out to 43.5 centimetres. But, so our card base is now 20 by 10. So I'm going to take it down by 0.5 centimetre. And I've lost my one sheet wonder. There we go. It will work. I'm hoping so. What a wally. No, I do. I need to do the 10, but let's bring that in because I'm squishing that for a minute. So let's get our... I don't want it at 10 either. I want it at 9.5. So we're going to take it in by 0.5 centimetre. And then that'll get that bit out of the way. And then we take this down to 19.5. There we go. And because I said we were going to keep it simple, I won't just stamp. I won't just add that on and then say, there you go, we've got a card. But how about, will that get one of those on? Indeed. So we'll have another one of those. And I did bring up, she says, my other favourite stamp set. And I'm so pleased that this one is carrying over the happiest of birthdays. And purely for my own selfish reasons, because of my wafty fingers, I'm going for the very easy one to fussy cut this evening. Because there are no dies for this set, which is fine. I just need to, I've cleaned them, haven't I? Yeah. Otherwise I'll be throwing things across the table. Thrown lots in the last few days, so I don't want to do it whilst I'm on camera. Put my inks away, which was really rather daft. But I might go soft succulent in the sense that I normally do the darkest one for the sentiment. And then that means that we're sticking to the same colours. I might actually do a few of these while I'm here, because I've got plans for a couple of cards. So hopefully we'll get to use them. 3. Let's do one for luck, shall we? You never know, I might chop one off by accident. And then I want my purple ones back. So stupidly, I threw all of these on the floor a minute ago, thinking, I don't need them anymore. One day I'll learn. Just the one. I'm still on the screen. Yeah, we'll get there. She says. There we go. Oh, that's not flat. We got away with it though. Happy day. Oh, no, you don't want that again. We have got a team craft session on Saturday and I can't wait. It's very much needed. So it'd be lovely to see all your smiling faces again. Right. So let's get this one attached. Oh, this was my boo-boo at the start. See, nobody will see it. Oh, sorry, peoples. I'm bashing you. She says, she does it again. Oh, yeah. There we go. So, quickly fussy cut these ones. These are the easiest things to fussy cut ever. Me 3, oh bless you. Ah, that's because Sue said I'm excited too, hence the 3. Sorry, ladies. I looked down at that point. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, I chose to do that on a scrap of thick. It's pretty much like your craft this evening. This month seems to be flying by already. And my annual catalogue order has left Germany. So it was originally coming tomorrow and then it changed to Monday. But I'm hoping I might get lucky and it could arrive tomorrow. So guess who's going to be on the UPS tracking system when she wakes up tomorrow? And I would have been fine. I should have been working from home and not going anywhere, and then Mark's got his vaccine. For some reason, Colette had to drive herself to get a vaccine done, but the dude needs a chauffeur. Come on now. But they do say look after your... Oh, sorry, I've just realised I'm not on the screen. They do say look after your elders, so I suppose I'd better. He's much older. Much older, aren't you, Mark, if you're watching? I don't know if you are, actually. I've not seen you this evening. Kind of come home thrown dinner at everybody, put the kids to bed, and then go, right, I'm crafting, bye. Which is normally quite typical for Thursdays now. There we go, we're getting there. Sorry, girlies. We've got the shaky shakes this evening. They're not my friends. My hands at the minute. There we go, we made it. I didn't know if we would, but we have. So what I was kind of thinking was tucking that. Oh, that's going to be too close. Oh, wonder you could do a 3D one. Let's marry them up that way. Put you on there like that. So I'm going to put a bit of wet glue on here. Dimensionals, where are they? Okay, so we're already going rogue to what was in my head. But, right, ooh, I've got about 6 there. Wowzers. I don't want all that many. So we'll get these here. She says. Grr. So dimensionals are just foam pads that will lift up the project. Just give it a whole another level for. There we go. Oh, that one's not straight. Have you still got enough Tombow on there? I can slightly. There we go. Happy days. This is why me and Tombow are friends. What do I want? No, we're going to go with the gold. I'm hoping these have carried over because they are my favourite, and I should have checked, but I didn't get that far. So apologies if they're not. Oh, additional cat hair. So let's have a little dot. See, this is where the take your pick's going to help. You're going to have one of those there. And we'll have, I love these because they're in 3 different sizes, which means I get to add all 3, and I like to do 3s or 5s, so okay, let's go one up here, and then I think I've already cut a mat for this because I was planning on doing a slimline. I need a new trimmer blade. But let's have another. I don't even know what this flower is. It's just cute. I like it. So we'll have another one of those. But we'll have you coming off of the page, I think. Oh, I've already got it. That's why I can't find it on the shelf. Oh dear ladies. I've got coursework due in on Tuesday, so I'm going to have a busy weekend. I'm going to have to scrum some crafting in somewhere. Let's have that one actually. Where did my long... So because it's a birthday card, there's a sentiment that says it's your day, and I am a toad for liking a sentiment inside as well. So we'll have that, yeah, on there. I was really unsure about soft succulent to start with, but once it's dried, it's an awful lot subtler. This evening evergreen, I'm not too sure on. I'm sure it'll grow on me, but for the time being, I think we established last week it wasn't too bad stamped off. But it's a bit dark for me. Christmas is probably going to be where evening evergreen comes into play for me. How are we doing for time? Right. Need to pull my finger going to show you more than one card. There we go. One down, a few more to go. So let's have that right there. Know what you think of that one. I've got a plan in my head for, let's do it on let's have a fresh freesia base. Now I have already cut the large scalloped circle because I had a plan in my head. It's never good when things go, there's a plan in my head. So if I've got 10, happy days. Right, so I'm going to cut this at 14.4 so I know I can get 2 more bases out of that bit, but it also means that I get a chunk left here. So let's go down to 10 by 14.4. I'll deal with those bits in a little while. What I want to do, oh no, please tell me I've brought some washi. Yes. So I want to cut a hole out of here and then mount it with the bigger scalloped circle. I saw one of the pinkies, I think it was the lovely Kim Price, had done something similar with DSP when I was on the train earlier. I saw it, so I was being nosy through social media whilst I was on the train. So I've just got my cut and emboss machine to the side. I've kind of learnt to have it on a trolley because I can't get everything on the desk. Oh, one more clip. So that gives us our little window there. And the washi tape's fab. Keeps the die in place. You can peel it back off. And you can also use the, oh, I can't even remember what it's called. It's easy removable tape. Scotch tape it is. So I'm going to glue that on there. Am I going to? Yes. And then I'm going to marry this back up. So it's burnished. So the reason we burnish card is that's just going to flap everywhere. Because if you use a bone folder, you get a nice crisp edge on it. And it should just, there we go, stand nicely. So I'm going to use some wet glue to put this down. Might actually be getting a bit quicker with some cards. You might see more than one before the day's out. Let's say, what I always do is if I've got a slight overlap like I have there, I'll turn it over. It looks like my prepping wasn't as accurate where I was rushing. Okay. Happy days. So that's all stuck down there, and then we're going to stick this one onto the black scallop circle, so it just gives it a little bit of an edge on there. Oh, she says, gone right over the edge, Claire. Aye, aye, aye. There we go. So then what we need to do is kind of line up where it should have been before we cut it. I'm going to prop it up on some dimensionals, just so it's got a bit of height to it. They are really sticky today. Oh, right. So let's stand up so we actually get them roughly where they're meant to be. Doesn't have to be perfect. If I tried to make it perfect, we'd be here a very long time. So we'll go back to these because we've got lots of these ready. quick as I can. I don't normally do anything how I'm meant to do it. So I've got a dimensional on there because there's going to be this bit that's coming off, but just so that it's not randomly flapping, put that bit of wet glue on there as well, and then that will enable it to sit quite nicely there, because sometimes simple's a little bit better. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Let's have some bigger ones, shall we? And oh yes, we'll cover up that little splodgy bit there that I hadn't even realised was there. So we need an inner mat again. So I've gone down by 0.5 centimetre again, she says, I think. Yes. So we've now got 10 by 14.4. And I think I might just do the same again inside. I do like to be consistent. Can't be accused of not being then. And I can't really fudge it because I've done it before. And it looked all right. Oh. What you'll see is, or what you see is that I didn't just move that as I was talking. It'll still look, so even though this is exactly the same insides, it always looks different just because it's a portrait. So I've got another in It's Your Day, and it'll just overlap slightly. There we go. Which would have been cute if my middle bit wasn't left here. Then we'll glue that one in there. Oh, come on. How much have we got left, I wonder? So, card number 2. Don't know what I want to play with next. How long are these? That's 6 centimetres. Could cut that in half. Right, okay. This one isn't one that I'd planned because I was hoping I'd have a little bit more of that one left. So, what are they? Nearly 6. What's that by 21? Let's have a go. So, there's lots of so's again, Claire, isn't there? I'm going to cut that as 7, 7.5. Let's go 7. And then, what did I say that was? Oh, which way does this all go? I want it all matching up, don't I? Dipstick. If I had a brain cell. Doobie 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 doo. Right, let's do that. That's going the wrong way, Claire, isn't it? No, it's not. Yes, it is. 7. Oh, wow. Hurt one's head, it did. 1.5 by 3, but I don't know how I've just cut that, which is really silly. Because it's a strip like that. No, I'm not going to do that. I'll upset myself. Do you know what? We'll use that on that little card because I want these in a line. So 3. See, indecisive Annie's back. 3. 3. 1/4. No, we'll go 3 and we'll see. And then, what's that, 3 by what? Collect. 5.7. 3 by 5.7. So, if I go 3.5. Oh, sorry. Bashing you by 6.3. Oh, I need another one. Go in the bin. 3.5. I've really fallen in love with fresh freezer. It was easy for me to say, wasn't it? When I didn't think I would. And I'm nearly out of it already, which is a little surprising for me. Is that a spare bit of white? Let's have that. So 3.5, 7.5. So if I space those out, one there, one there. Oh, where's the other one? I'm just laying them on my, let's see if I can turn it around and show you. I'm just laying those mats out on a piece of, on the trimmer, because I'm going to want a piece of card underneath them as a mat. I'm going to go 13 in the hope that that works. I'll go 13 by 9.5. 9 I might go. Have no idea what it's going to look like. It's a suck it and see moment. It's not that clever, Sue. I've not made anything with it yet. We'll see. We'll see if I get clever. Are you going that way? Yeah. Because I don't quite know what I'm doing myself yet. But sometimes that's where the best bits come from. Just sometimes. And then, oh, and then I have to see what I've got left. I'm glad you do, Bev. Thank you. Bless your heart. I just measure and do this one together wrong. We don't know it's right yet, so let's hold fire. I'm still not that convinced with myself at the minute. Yeah, so it's a bit high up the top. Probably wouldn't have liked that much. See how much we need to take off. Yeah, I'm going to take a centimetre off that. See, it didn't do me any favours. Let's whack a centimetre off there. Although lengthwise it may have done. That's a bit better. And then what I normally do is align my ends up first, and then I put my middle one in, because it doesn't matter how much, as long as the gap's equal, it'll be fine. I'm one of those awful people that I'll lay it all out, but then by the time I get here, I've either put too much gap this end or not enough. So I've learnt to do the ends, get myself sorted that way. Trial by error. It's kind of how it generally goes here. Add Shea Thornton. I've done it then already. Oh, have I got any? I want twine or ribbon or something. Let's step it up a little bit. Oh, snail mail. That's in the mini catalogue, isn't it? I've just spied the white twine out the corner of my eye up on the shelf, so we're going to have fun with that. Because all the time it's in and I'm allowed to use it, I'm going to. I need to order some more actually before it all goes wonkies. Oh, I distracted myself earlier. I started talking about what's in the new catalogue and then probably did something wrong. I've gone for quite a, not a me set at all, I don't think. Well, I don't feel like it's a me set. I've gone for, I've got to remember the name of it. This is why I'm now stumbling. It's something symmetry. But I loved the DSP. The stamp set and the punch isn't really... I had my heart on the peaches. But I don't know, something stopped me buying them. So I think they might be my treat next month. But it may have to be the turtles. At one point, Hilary, I was going to make swaps for our event with turtles. And then I remembered how much you really weren't a fan. Thought, best not. Was tempted to, though. Just because I think they're really cute. Oh, my fingers are not playing ball with a bow tonight. Why did I choose to do that live? It's a bit stupid. Right, so when they play up this much, we tie a knot first. Because then I know I'm not going to lose it. And I hold it down with a bit of washi tape on the back. Good old washi tape will solve everything. Just stops it, and I think we're going to have to go the bunny ears route because they're not going to let me go any other which way tonight, I don't think. Can't even do that. Might be sending Mark an SOS. I might change my mind once they arrive, but I've got a plan in my head with the, I can't remember what it's called, it's something symmetry, which spoke to my OCD nature. But I really loved the bright colours in the paper. They called to me, although, I tell you what it did make me discover, ladies, I always thought I had Flirty Flamingo ink pad, and I don't. So I've had to order all of that because I love a bit of pink, me. And I couldn't believe I didn't have it. I think I may have had it. I used to buy the, what are they called, the ink spots. Quite like that. Yeah, I used to buy the ink spots. So I'm wondering if I had a Flirty Flamingo, excuse me, ink spot. So when I'm sticking something big on raised, and I am going to do that because it's got the twine on it. I like to use the outside of my dimensionals. The outside of the mini ones is even better. It's a very sturdy one. But this will do for now. Oh, wrong end. I didn't cut that one, you Wally. And then I also wanted to get, I wanted the spinner card, but I was going to make everybody a spinner card, and then I thought, you know what, be sensible. I struggle fitting everything in life as it is. And I learnt my lesson. The strawberry ones in February, I literally stamped and coloured and fussy cut every single one of them because I'd stamped them too close together for my punch like a wilf. So I've learnt my lesson. Going to be prepared, and they're gonna not just be one stamp in the middle of a card, but going to be sensible. Life's far too busy at the minute, but it is lovely because everybody else spends just as much effort. I've got a shelf full of gorgeous cards now. It's a shame we can't do an in-person workshop at the minute to show them all off. But I did go rogue and pick a rogue one. because I thought then I could. I just think it's nice that we all see different ones. There we go, that's not quite straight, but never mind. You get my idea. I'm going to end up with a bit left. I'm not going to be able to squeeze it all in, am I? Wasn't that prepared? So I'm going to skip doing the mat inside this one because I'd just do what I had been doing with the others, because I want to use those little bits I cut off by accident a minute ago. I need another one. I've not left a big enough gap, so I've cut a dimensional to tuck under there. Can I get it off? No, not without ripping it, we can't. So that'll do just fine. Right. Always strategically place some more bling. Do I want one there? No. Oh, I might have one in there though. Let's do that. I'll have one down there. And then we'll have a medium-y one there. Okay, so we've got 3. Where did those silly little bits go? So that goes with that. I've got, what did I do with them? Oh, it's taken me this long to lose something. That's quite good going for me, isn't it, really? I pre-cut myself. Dun, 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 dun. No, that's the stamp set. Oh, this is silly. Oh, I found them. What a wally. It's because they're so small. So I'd pre-cut myself some 3x3s in case. And that's 2.5 by 2.5. Because these are inch-wise. I've got to be about an inch. Just over. Happy days. So, plan of action is, so that's 1 and 1, 2, 3. Just cut it down to 1 colour, make life easy. Gee whiz. So, sorry, I know I'm off the screen. There's just not enough room this evening. So, let's have that at 1 there. That's going to have to go that way, doesn't it? And then hopefully this works. There's a method in my madness. Leave that one there because that's the other bit of the leaf. Oh, Colette, you need to cut it that way as well, you silly what name. Oh, that hurt your head, didn't it? What are you doing? Sorry. Hurt my tiny little mind. There we go. That's what we want. And we'll have that at 1 inch. So I've now got some little 1 inch squares in there. Ah, fingers have gone squiffy. So that's a real quick one in the sense that you just put these down. Play that just like that game. Oh, sorry, my lovelies. I've just realised I'm off the page. I've moved my camera angle. If I didn't show you all my ugly mug at the start, it would have been alright. scribbly. Still scribbly. There we go. And then just put that, yeah. Maybe I should have put them on dimensionals. I might play with the other bit because you're not going to get it all on here tonight now, are you? There we go. And I know I've got that up here. I've got the Handsomely Suited because it's got a cute little thank you in it because I've been getting my kits sorted. So let's have that one really easy. Yeah. Oh, it's not going to go in there, is it? Wrong way, missus. So I have started to use the double oval punch, she says, but only kind of using half of the oval when cutting it. So, oh, there was clearly a remnant in there from another one at some point, and then just cut it off because you can. And then add that. Might do it up there so it doesn't cover the flower. Pretty flower. Oh wow, it's very wafty, Colette. So we haven't really got mats in the last two, but you can kind of see where we were going with them. There we go. So what I've got left from my A4 sheet, oh dear, it's probably enough to make. You could easily make another 3x3 with that piece, and then I've got enough for another C6 card or 2 C6 cards. I will carry on having a play, and then I will share them later. So for this evening, we've got these 4 so far. There we go. Oh, not that you can see them all very well. So there's lots of wonderful things happening in the world of Stampin' Up this month. So I think everybody now knows about the new annual catalogue. I do still have a couple spare, so if you haven't got one and you would like one, please drop me a message and I will get one in the post to you. We've also got a fab joining offer at the minute. It almost makes you want to drop and join again, that you can get £154 worth of product for £99, and you don't have to pay shipping, which is great. And that's available until the end of May. So if you would like some more information on that, please let me know. It does mean that you'll get a discount. Whether you do nothing else, you'll get a discount till the end of October, but you do get to join a really wonderful team and spend some time with some lovely people. I've also got mystery bags going on. The pre-order, the order for those, I think, finishes on Sunday. And I think that's, oh no, we've also got another host offer to get an additional £20 of product if you host a party. I'm very aware that we're still on our road out of lockdown, but I'm happy to do an online party if anybody would like one, or whether you'd just like to share some catalogues with your friends and create an order between you all. But thank you ever so much for coming to find me and spending some time with me this evening. It's been lovely to see you all. And I'll be back again next Thursday at the same time. Thank you ever so much. Have a lovely evening, ladies. Night.